Tobias, thanks very much for joining us today. There's been a lot of discussion around sustainability, ESG, carbon neutral, particularly after the health crisis. What's your sense of that? And particularly, how do you see that for the logistics sector?
Well, I think ESG and all ecological thoughts and strategies are going to be more important in the future. The crisis forced everyone to rethink their strategies, and ecological reasons are important. As you can see, the corona demonstrated that the supply can be weakened very fast. So all the views are going to the thoughts, how can we adapt better to the future? And in our view, from the GARBE view, is when we provide new space, investment products, or developing new distribution centers, that does not always have to be a new construction, because there are so many already existent warehouses available. Okay, they might not be very shiny and very the newest one, but they already produced carbon dioxide a long time ago. But every time you build something new up, carbon dioxide is produced. So in our view, it's better if the facility, if the building is in proper shape, you can use it much time longer. But we didn't know for sure how long or when the turning point, the tipping point is setting in, when new constructions are performing better than already existing one. We are researching this issue, and the first in our first results, we can see that the ecological outcome is that existing properties have a better balance around 8 to 9 years, and then there's a turning point. But only if existing property had some kind of renewal, renovation, for example, a lighting, then it is possible that it's even performing better in the long run for a view of around 20 years, because it's offset because they had sunk costs of carbon dioxide, as we call it, on a historical basis, and the new built properties, they emit new carbon dioxide. So the footprint is for some years better with existing properties. And so every time we're looking into providing space for a tenant, or we have an inquiry, then we say, okay, just take a look. We have some existing building. Is it a way for you to use the space? Even, for example, if it's some kind of last mile inquiry or use the tenant has, then it's even better, because what we identified in the last years is because of the scarcity of the land plots available, the newer built properties are tending to be more outside of the city centers. So even if they're on the energy consumption is more efficient, then the driving distance for the lorries and trucks is not taken into account. And of course, there are some other topics you have also keep in mind. For example, that you have to conserve land plots, conservation versus existing land plots. So that is it's a whole new area of research we are conducting right now. It's everything is pretty new to us as well. In terms of the results, we're thinking about it since several years, and it's our strategy. But now we can prove it.
Interesting to see that kind of data coming through, and also that comparison, I think, between existing stock as well as new stock in terms of sustainability. Thanks very much for joining us, Tobias.
Yeah, thank you very much. You're welcome.